Hello and welcome to my first impressions of Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches. I've heard a lot of positive things about the manga. It's actually quite popular, but I didn't really have any idea that there was an anime until I was just searching through Crunchyroll and I just happened to find it. I'm not the biggest fan of harem, so I wasn't quite sure if I was going to like it or not, but I thought it was at least worth a shot. Ryu Yamada is an apathetic delinquent who thinks school is dull and boring. However, school life becomes much more interesting when he falls down the stairs and switches bodies with Shiraishi, a female classmate. Another student named Miyamura convinces the two to join the Supernatural Studies Club in order to research this interesting phenomenon. One of the first thoughts that I had was, I am so glad the protagonist isn't some bland nice guy or some pervy coward. Sure, his personality isn't completely original, but he at the very least is a little bit different from your standard harem main character, which makes him refreshing. Another positive when it comes to Yamada is that he's basically a male version of a tsundere. He starts off all brash and angry, but he becomes a lot more bashful and kind when he develops a bond with Shiraishi. Again, this isn't the most original thing in anime, but it was still cool to see a different spin on the tsundere archetype. The girls that have been introduced so far are also likeable with varied personality traits, but I do have one massive fear when it comes to the future. The title is Yamada and the Seven Witches, so this gives me the idea that there are going to be 7 girls. The thing is, I'm really worried about how they're going to handle 7 different love interests. If they go the route of having 7 different girls constantly squabbling over Yamada's affection, I think that would get more annoying than enjoyable. However, they could also end up going the route where they have 1 or 2 main romances out front, and the rest of the harem are relegated to the background. I think the second option would definitely be better, and right now, they're focusing mainly on the relationship between Yamada and Shiraishi, so hopefully they keep going down that road. Going back to the positives, the story here included one of my favourite plot points in all of anime, and that is bullying. If you want to get me engaged or make me feel empathy for a character, just chuck bullying in there and I'll fall for it every time. I've mentioned in my previous videos that I was bullied heavily throughout primary school and high school, so I love it when an anime focuses on this topic. There was a fair amount of comedy as well, which helped keep the show fun. There wasn't really anything that made me laugh hard, but there constantly were jokes that I found amusing or that got me to chuckle a bit. The comedy also helps keep the tone fairly light-hearted. There are a few serious themes and there's a lot of great drama in episode 3, but for the most part, the tone remains upbeat and cheerful. I'm finding Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches very enjoyable right now, and I'm hoping that my fears for the harem don't become true. So anyway, thank you very much to everybody who watched this video. If you have any feedback, feel free to leave a comment. If you like this video and want to see more, feel free to subscribe as well. Thanks again, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next time.